Dear friends, in our daily lives, we often face seemingly minor situations that can easily test our patience. It could be getting stuck in traffic, dealing with a troublesome colleague, or simply running out of phone battery at the worst moment. These events are less significant than how we respond to them, and this is where wisdom becomes essential. Today, we will explore principles to help you master your reactions, cultivate inner peace, and undergo profound personal transformation. Let's embark on this journey to discover how these lessons can change your life. How to control anger in daily life. Anger is a natural and inevitable emotion. We all experience moments when anger unexpectedly flares up, whether someone opposes your wishes, treats you unfairly, or when things don't go as planned. Anger is part of being human, but the way we manage and control it defines the difference between a peaceful life and one consumed by negativity. Ancient philosophy teaches that anger is not an enemy to be eliminated but a signal, an opportunity to develop patience, compassion, and self-control. While we can't control what happens to us, we can control how we react. As the philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." When anger arises, ask yourself, what truly makes me angry? Is it the other person's actions, or my judgment of those actions? Our emotions, including anger, largely stem from how we perceive events. For instance, if someone interrupts you during a meeting, you might feel disrespected. But if you pause and consider, was the interruption truly disrespectful, or merely accidental? By shifting our perception, we can reduce or even eliminate anger. The goal isn't to suppress emotions but to deeply understand their origins. Once you identify why you're angry, you can better control your response. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to pause, reflect, and choose a more thoughtful response. This not only avoids negative consequences but also strengthens relationships. Recognizing and understanding anger also allows us to grow in tolerance and empathy. By acknowledging that anger is natural and unavoidable, we become more compassionate towards others experiencing similar emotions. This not only improves social relationships but also fosters inner peace. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself but to your perception of it, and you have the power to change your perception at any moment. This quote emphasizes that control over emotions lies entirely in our hands. In summary, anger is a natural part of life, but it should not dominate us. Instead, view anger as an opportunity to develop patience, compassion, and self-discipline. By changing our perceptions, we can better manage our emotions and lead a more peaceful life. The importance of controlling reactions and emotions in life. We encounter a wide range of emotions daily, from joy and sadness to anger and anxiety. These emotions often stem not from external events themselves but from how we interpret and perceive them. Understanding this is crucial, as it shows that our emotions are not dictated by outside circumstances but by our own judgments. Every emotion we experience, including strong ones like anger or frustration, arises from our subjective evaluation of a situation. This realization empowers us to control and reshape our emotions by altering how we interpret events. For example, imagine you're driving, and another car abruptly cuts you off. A common reaction might be anger or frustration. But if you pause and reflect, was the act a personal attack on you, or could it simply have been a careless, unintended mistake? Changing your perspective on such events can help you manage emotions like anger, preventing them from dominating your mood or actions. Recognizing that emotions are shaped by personal judgments is the first step to controlling them. By understanding this, you gain the ability to adjust your reactions and foster a more balanced and peaceful life. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions but rather understanding their origins. For instance, during a meeting where you're unfairly criticized, your initial reaction might be anger or sadness. Instead of being overwhelmed by negativity, ask yourself, what exactly made me feel this way? Was it the criticism itself or my perception of being threatened or disrespected? By asking these questions, you can approach the situation more objectively, choosing a measured response instead of letting anger dictate your actions. When we comprehend the root of our emotions, we can consciously transform our reactions into more constructive responses. Practicing mindfulness and patience are effective tools for this transformation. Mindfulness helps you focus on the present moment, creating a space between feeling and acting. Patience, on the other hand, allows you to face challenges calmly, accepting that delays and obstacles are natural parts of life. In summary, understanding the roots of our emotions is key to managing them effectively. When you learn to shift your perspective, you can stop negative emotions from controlling your life and instead lead a calmer and more fulfilling existence. Practicing mindfulness and patience in modern life. Our fast-paced lives are filled with responsibilities and social pressures that can easily lead to impatience and frustration. However, these moments are opportunities to cultivate mindfulness and patience, essential traits for a balanced and peaceful life. Mindfulness is the art of focusing fully on the present. It allows us to observe our emotions without reacting impulsively, creating a pause between feeling and action. For instance, when someone says something upsetting, mindfulness can help you pause, recognize your emotions, and choose a calm response instead of reacting harshly. Patience, meanwhile, teaches us to face delays and challenges with serenity. By adjusting our expectations and accepting that obstacles are a natural part of life, we can reduce stress and approach situations more positively. Mindfulness not only aids in managing anger but also helps us experience life more fully. By focusing entirely on daily experiences, no matter how small, such as enjoying a cup of tea or listening to music, we can transform ordinary moments into deeper and more meaningful ones. Patience, the art of waiting with serenity. Patience is an important virtue, but it goes beyond just waiting. Patience is how we approach waiting and life's challenges with a calm mind, unaffected by uncontrollable external circumstances. We often face situations that challenge our patience, like traffic jams, long queues, or projects that don't progress as expected. These moments can easily make us lose our calm and become frustrated. However, these opportunities are perfect for cultivating patience, an ability to maintain inner peace despite external disturbances. A practical way to build patience is to adjust our expectations of life. Often, impatience arises from wanting everything to happen according to our wishes, on time, and without obstacles. However, life is full of unpredictable events. By accepting that obstacles and waiting are natural parts of life, we can experience less stress and face situations with greater composure. Additionally, instead of passively waiting, we can use this time constructively, listening to an audiobook, practicing deep breathing, or reflecting on the present moment. This not only reduces discomfort but also makes waiting time feel more purposeful and meaningful. Mindfulness and patience, a perfect combination. Mindfulness and patience are not isolated concepts, they complement each other beautifully. Through mindfulness, we learn to accept and observe difficult moments without immediate reactions. This naturally fosters patience, as we no longer feel the need to act impulsively or immediately in response to situations. Similarly, as we cultivate patience, we develop a greater sense of mindfulness, living more slowly, observing life calmly, and embracing each moment more fully. The combination of mindfulness and patience builds a strong, calm mindset in the face of life's challenges. In summary, practicing mindfulness and patience not only helps us better control our emotions but also brings a more serene and joyful life. We may not be able to control everything that happens around us, but we can control how we react and perceive these events. This is the true power that lies within each of us. The transience of all experiences and embracing it. One of the core principles is recognizing the transience of everything around us. Life, with all its joys, sorrows, ups, and downs, flows continuously through change. Understanding and accepting this transience can make it easier to face hardships while also bringing profound peace of mind. Everything changes, and this is an immutable law of the universe. Philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "All things change, and we are only waves in the endless flow of time." This reminds us that nothing is permanent, from physical objects to emotions, thoughts, and relationships. While this understanding may seem daunting at first, it serves as a powerful motivator to live each moment fully. When we recognize that everything has a limited lifespan, we begin to see that both challenges and joys are temporary. Anger will fade, sadness will dissipate, and even successes will be replaced by new challenges. This awareness allows us to let go of attachments to the past and worries about the future, instead focusing on the present with acceptance and serenity. Accepting impermanence, the first step to letting go of worry when we face unwanted events in life, such as loss, failure, or unexpected changes. Our initial reaction is often one of resistance or worry. We desire for everything to remain stable and follow a planned path. However, the truth is that nothing guarantees life will always go as we expect. This is why accepting the impermanence of everything is crucial for maintaining calmness and serenity within ourselves. Instead of resisting change, we should embrace it as an essential part of life. This acceptance doesn't mean surrendering to circumstances, but rather understanding that everything, even difficulties, will pass. When we accept impermanence, we free ourselves from negative emotions and create space to welcome new experiences with openness and peace. Practicing awareness of impermanence in daily life. Awareness of impermanence is not just an abstract concept, it needs to be practiced in everyday life. One way to do this is by taking time to observe small changes around us. Look at nature, for example, how winter gradually gives way to spring, how a new day begins with the sunrise, or how flowers bloom and eventually wither. These changes remind us that everything has a life cycle, and we cannot control everything. Another approach is to remind ourselves of impermanence when facing difficulties. When experiencing a stressful or unwanted situation, pause and remind yourself that these emotions and situations are temporary. Instead of letting them dominate your mind, view them as part of the flow of life, knowing they too will pass. Benefits of accepting impermanence. Accepting impermanence helps us better handle difficulties and brings numerous mental benefits. When we no longer cling to the past or worry about the future, our minds become lighter and more serene. This also allows us to focus more fully on the present, living more meaningfully with what we have and appreciating each moment life offers. Accepting impermanence fosters gratitude. Recognizing that nothing is permanent makes us appreciate what we have, whether it's relationships, small achievements, or simple moments. This enriches our life experiences and creates a deeper sense of contentment. Connecting impermanence with personal growth. One of the most profound lessons from accepting impermanence is understanding that change and fluctuation offer opportunities for growth and development. Every challenge we overcome makes us stronger and teaches valuable lessons about ourselves and life. Instead of fearing change, we can embrace it as an essential part of personal evolution. In summary, impermanence is an inseparable part of life. By learning to accept and embrace impermanence, we not only free ourselves from unnecessary worries and stress but also open the path to peace and fulfillment in life. This is a valuable lesson that truly enriches us. Forgiveness and self-control in life. None of us can avoid being hurt by others, whether through unintentional words, unnecessary actions, or injustices we endure. Feelings of hurt and anger are natural. However, if we allow these negative emotions to dominate, we become trapped in a cycle of anger and resentment. With deep principles of forgiveness and self-control, we can liberate ourselves from this burden. Forgiveness frees us from the weight of resentment. Forgiveness doesn't mean accepting or agreeing with someone's wrongdoing. Rather, forgiveness is an act of freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment and anger. Holding on to these negative emotions not only harms our mental health but also impedes personal growth and happiness. Philosopher Seneca once said, "Anger is the greatest enemy of wisdom." Anger and resentment cloud our judgment and prevent us from seeing situations objectively. By forgiving, we not only release ourselves from negative emotions but also open the path to live more lightly and peacefully. Forgiveness is a process of patience and self-awareness. Forgiveness is not a gift we give to others, but a gift we give to ourselves. It is a process that requires patience and self-awareness. Sometimes, we may face deep wounds, and the act of forgiveness may not happen immediately. However, as we begin this process, every small step brings us closer to inner peace. Self-control. The key to inner peace. Self-control is a fundamental element, the ability to remain calm and self-disciplined in challenging situations, rather than allowing emotions to dominate our actions. When we talk about self-control, it doesn't mean suppressing emotions but recognizing and managing them consciously. Consider a heated argument. Harsh words can trigger anger, and the natural reaction might be to retaliate in kind. However, with practiced self-control, you can pause and choose a different response, such as remaining silent or responding more calmly. This not only helps you maintain calmness but also prevents the situation from escalating into a larger conflict. Self-control and accepting the uncontrollable. Self-control is closely linked to the ability to understand and manage the things we can control while letting go of what is beyond our control. We can only control our thoughts, emotions, and actions. What others say or do, or external circumstances, are outside our sphere of influence. By accepting this, we no longer waste energy worrying or getting angry about what we cannot change. The combination of forgiveness and self-control. The combination of forgiveness and self-control is a powerful tool that allows us to lead a more peaceful and happy life. Through forgiveness, we release ourselves from the burden of resentment and create space for peace. With self-control, we maintain calm and clarity in difficult situations, avoiding unnecessary negative reactions. Think about times when you were angry or hurt by someone else's actions. If you can practice forgiveness and manage your reactions, you not only protect your soul from negative emotions but also maintain positive relationships with those around you. This is the strength that the combination of forgiveness and self-control provides. Practicing forgiveness and self-control in daily life. To practice forgiveness and self-control, we must begin by identifying and accepting our emotions. When you feel anger or hurt, take time to understand and manage those feelings instead of letting them dictate your actions. Don't try to deny those emotions. Instead, acknowledge them and ask yourself what has triggered such feelings. Is there another way to perceive the situation? Next, practice letting go of negative emotions through forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what happened, but choosing not to let it continue affecting you. Finally, cultivate self-control by remaining calm in difficult situations and remembering that you can only control your own reactions. In summary, forgiveness and self-control are essential elements that help us maintain peace and happiness in life. By learning to forgive and manage our emotions, we not only protect ourselves from negative influences but also create a more serene and harmonious life. These are valuable lessons that enrich our experience and provide meaningful, peaceful living. Self-control. The key to managing life and emotions. Self-control is one of the core elements that plays a crucial role in helping us maintain inner peace amidst life's fluctuations. When we talk about self-control, it goes beyond the mere ability to resist temporary desires. It also involves the ability to manage emotions, thoughts, and actions, especially in challenging situations. Self-control. Power to resist temptation. We frequently encounter temptations and challenges that require self-control to overcome. This could be as simple as denying a piece of cake when dieting or more complex like managing anger during a heated debate. In such moments, self-control is the key to making rational decisions and avoiding being drawn into fleeting desires or emotions. Self-control is not only a necessary skill but also the foundation for leading a fulfilling and meaningful life. When we master self-control over our impulses and emotions, we no longer fall into impulsive decisions or actions that we may regret later. Instead, we are able to choose actions that align with our long-term values and goals. Self-control of emotions. protecting inner peace. One of the most important aspects of self-control is the ability to manage emotions. In life, there are countless situations that can make us feel angry, sad, or anxious. However, if we allow these emotions to dominate, we can easily lose inner peace and make unwise decisions. Self-control of emotions does not mean suppressing or denying our feelings. On the contrary, it is the ability to recognize and understand our emotions, then choose the most appropriate response to the situation. When you practice self-control of emotions, you have the ability to pause and think before acting. This not only helps you avoid negative consequences but also helps you maintain positive relationships with those around you. Examples of emotional self-control: when faced with a stressful situation, instead of immediately reacting with anger, you can pause, take a deep breath, and reflect on the best way to respond. This helps you maintain calmness and prevent the situation from worsening. Developing self-control through daily habits. Self-control is a skill that can be developed and refined through daily habits. A simple way to practice self-control is by setting personal rules and strictly following them. For example, you can decide not to check your phone during meals or limit the time spent on social media. Adhering to these rules rigorously will help you develop self-control and gradually take charge of your life. Small challenges. Practicing small challenges daily can help build patience and self-control. For example, you could try fasting for a set period or endure a little discomfort, like taking a cold shower. These small challenges teach you to accept discomfort and develop self-discipline against fleeting desires. Self-control, a continuous journey. Self-control is a long journey and not always easy. There will be times when you struggle and may fail to control your emotions or actions, but what matters is that you recognize your mistakes, learn from them, and continue practicing. Every time you manage to control your emotions or actions in difficult situations, it is a small victory, a step forward in this journey. Celebrate and take pride in these successes, however small, as they are evidence of your growth and progress. Combining self-control with patience and mindfulness. Self-control also benefits from being combined with patience and mindfulness to achieve the highest effectiveness. Patience helps you face challenges without losing your calm, while mindfulness enables you to recognize and observe your emotions objectively. When combined with these elements, self-control allows you to confront difficulties with greater clarity and insight. In summary, self-control is not just a virtue but a foundation for living a peaceful and happy life. By learning to manage our emotions, thoughts, and actions, we protect ourselves from negative influences and open the path to true growth and freedom. These valuable lessons guide us toward a more meaningful and serene life. The power of patience, the art of waiting with peace. In the modern world, where everything seems to move at a rapid pace, patience has become a rare but incredibly valuable trait. Patience is not just the ability to wait without frustration, but also the art of maintaining inner peace when facing challenges and obstacles. Patience helps us endure life's difficulties and transforms waiting moments into opportunities for growth. Patience is not just about waiting but how you wait. A common misconception about patience is that it merely means waiting. However, true patience goes beyond waiting, it is how you respond during that waiting period. Patience is about maintaining calmness and tranquility even when things do not go as planned. Each time we encounter delays or obstacles, it becomes an opportunity to practice patience. Instead of becoming frustrated or angry, we can choose to see the situation more positively and view it as a test of our patience. This not only reduces stress but also makes life more manageable. Adjusting expectations, the key to patience. One of the main reasons we lose patience is the gap between our expectations and reality. When things don't go as planned or take longer than expected, we easily become disappointed and impatient. However, life doesn't always conform to our desires, and it's important to adjust our expectations to fit reality. For instance, if you're stuck in traffic and feeling anxious about being late, instead of feeling frustrated, you can change your perspective. Remind yourself that traffic jams are an unavoidable part of urban life, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Instead of getting upset, you can use this time to listen to an audiobook, reflect on work, or simply relax and enjoy the moment. Making waiting time meaningful. Another way to develop patience is by turning waiting time into opportunities for productive activity. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media, you can use this time to complete small tasks or practice mindfulness. For example, if you're waiting for a long appointment, you can read a book, write in a journal, or practice deep breathing exercises to reduce stress. This practice helps you build patience and make the time pass more meaningfully. Instead of viewing waiting as a burden, it becomes a positive part of your daily life. Patience and inner tranquility. Patience not only helps us overcome obstacles but also contributes to inner tranquility. When we practice patience, we no longer get caught up in the cycle of stress and worry. Instead, we learn to accept things as they are. This brings a sense of peace and comfort even in the most challenging situations. This tranquility arises from the understanding that not everything is within our control, and rather than trying to change what cannot be controlled, we focus on managing our own reactions and emotions. By cultivating patience, we gradually develop the ability to remain calm amidst life's fluctuations. This not only helps us deal with difficulties more effectively but also brings deeper satisfaction and happiness. Combining patience with mindfulness and self-control. Patience, when combined with mindfulness and self-control, becomes a powerful tool for maintaining peace and happiness in life. Mindfulness helps us focus on the present moment and observe things objectively, while self-control enables us to manage our emotions and actions. By integrating these three elements, we gain the ability to face any situation with clarity and wisdom, without being swept away by negative reactions. Practicing patience in daily life. To develop patience, start with small things in daily life. Challenge yourself to wait without feeling anxious or to face obstacles without losing your calm. Each time you succeed in maintaining patience, it is a small victory, a step forward in developing inner peace. In summary, patience is an essential virtue for living a happy and meaningful life. By learning patience, we not only build the ability to handle challenges but also cultivate a calm and serene mindset. This lesson helps us live a more fulfilled and content life. Dear friends, with the profound principles of forgiveness and self-control, we gain powerful tools to live a serene and joyful life. By understanding and applying these lessons from this philosophy, we free ourselves from the burdens of resentment and anger while learning to manage our emotions in every situation. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness but a powerful act to protect the soul from unnecessary pain. Self-control is not about suppressing emotions but about deep awareness of what we can change and letting go of what is beyond our control. Life always presents us with challenges and difficulties, and we must face all changes while maintaining inner peace. Remember, every step on this journey is a step toward growth and tranquility. Continue practicing forgiveness and self-control so that every day brings lasting serenity and happiness. The video, "You Will Never Be Angry Again," conveys a deep message about managing emotions and finding inner peace. A key lesson from this video is that controlling emotions, especially anger, not only improves relationships with others but also brings tranquility and self-control into our lives. Through practical insights, we realize that learning to let go of negative emotions is not a sign of weakness, but rather a strength that helps us lead a happier and more meaningful life.